So in terms of case studies, I set these up as case studies, but I actually wanted to do them more as report cards because I was listening to some of the presenters yesterday. I was thinking, okay, maybe we can do a big process report card on a couple of the studies or a couple of the clients here. And so one of the clients that I looked at and wanted to grade was enterprise, right? And so you've probably heard the enterprise rent-a-car story, and particularly the rideshare story, which I think is really interesting. This whole idea of being able to have commuters come together, share a ride, but being able to coordinate that, right? In Virginia, we actually, well, I don't live in Virginia now, but in DC, we have this thing that's similar called the slug line, right? That takes people out to Northern Virginia. It's sort of like Springfield. But at any rate, what enterprise needed to do is coordinate to help these commuters come together and actually share a ride. And so when I put it under the big process lens to say, how are they doing in terms of grappling and tackling this big process? The key things that I looked at was, number one, they're trying to deal with this geographically diverse user base. So customers all over the United States, right? So they're dealing with different regions, different preferences, different cultural differences, possibly even different rules, right? And so that really goes back to the whole context thing that we talked about. So I'll give them an A. I'll be nice today, right? I give them an A on that because they are trying to deal with this big process and they're looking at context. In terms of the other pieces, they're beginning to bring social BPM in to provide context around what's going on and really to provide better engagement, greater engagement. And then the mobile piece is where I give them an A+, right? If you think about it, for rideshare, like am I gonna go to my laptop and actually log on and say, okay, well, where do I need to pick up this ride? No, more than likely, I'm gonna pull out my mobile device and I'm gonna try to figure out, okay, where are the actual locations I can go so I can see it on a map, but then I wanna be able to click, and this is what they're working on, click and it shows me, this is where you go now, meaning it gives me the map route, but now I wanna go ahead and actually register and sign up to be a part of that particular rideshare group, right? So with this, I give them overall a B+, right? I hope Enterprise, you in here? Yes, they are. They're like, okay, good job. Good job, guys. I give you a B+. The only piece that they may want to think about is, and I know that they're looking at this for rideshare, but definitely the cloud piece, bringing that in.